a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Arizona State's head coach told me before the game, this is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Reese?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Sun Devils ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Barry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tigers offense will have the football first. Now we say hello to Caden Durham, a 150-yard, 3-touchdown day while leading his team to victory in their last game. Offense in a bunch formation.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week we saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back, setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the offseason. And the incredible part is he's putting so much production out every single game. When the defense knows he's getting the ball each and every play, it still doesn't matter. At this point, nobody can stop him.
Play action on first down. Finds his tight end. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Finds his target. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside. It's Durham. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And
he caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
And man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot.
Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line, and he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sun Devils offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and...
Makes a grab and room to run. At the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Finds his man. Here's a little room there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Brown. No room to run, and he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
He'll bring it out. It's Barry. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Makes a deep grab. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up down at the 32-yard line. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll run it. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. Tells the run, wants to pass. Rolls right. Fires on the move. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody...
Going long. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Press set of downs going up top. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The give to Brown. All over him immediately.
Wow, did you see that hit by the linebacker? I mean, he came up with authority and bad intentions, forcing the tackle for loss. Man.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On third and long, the blitz pretty much puts the offense out of its misery with the sack.
Yeah, and it's so tough for the offensive line when you get in these situations and you know all these fast athletes are going to be getting after the quarterback. Who's coming, who's not coming. This is why you try to stay out of third and longs, because bad things happen.
Oh, he got loose. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Lofts one high and deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a chop for a huge gain there. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from in. Beck's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to a fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Knocked down immediately.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up the safety.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his end zone, and a very good kick here. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch it? Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Drops back. It's Levitt. Complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running right, it's Durham. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. They're all over him. Working the middle. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the run, it's Durham. There's some room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent's territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Soto. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They don't need a bunch on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Lets it fly. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago. Because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. What a grab in the end zone for 6.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And he added the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Holds on, it's Hamilton. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Sun Devils peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the counter. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, ASU.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Number 70, set to advance on the football.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Berry. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Makes the grab. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards throwing.
Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it. They were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with UAB taking on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks.
Deep in the... and he pumps it up inside the 20. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. It's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast that sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity where they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field. And
the ball's out, and they're after it. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Try the right side with Brown. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. In the backfield, it's Harris. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They'll start on the ground with Durham. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Quickly to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Handoff, Durham running left. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Making the adjustment on the play. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Durham. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in? He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. on the move from inside. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Recovered by the kicking team.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Tigers sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Well, you really can't afford to get that type of call down here when you're trying to punch in a score. In the red area, it's Durham. Looking for the end zone. They've got him corralled.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Quarterback keep. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on third down. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Shakes off the defender. There he goes. The 50. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Sun Devils just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. On first down, it's Brown again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the back. 2nd down to the air. Right side, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third and 4. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Extending the play. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Snapped it and he has to have it. Hit as he throws. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Found the spot in the defense. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Fires to the wideout. Looking to get it in. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Here's Durham one more time. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, LSU! He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Looking for space, it's Prescott. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Sweet cut there. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Complete on 3rd down. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside, it's Prescott. Makes one man miss. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Now on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They punt it away on 4th down. Making his first move. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together.
Off to the races to the right. At the 20. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were